The burnout effect is one of the factors that affects prepayment risk for mortgages. So here's how it works. Typically, when there's a decrease in the refinancing rate, there's an increase in the prepayment rate. Makes sense, right? Mortgage rates come down and borrowers are more likely to refinance so they can get a cheaper rate. However, it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes there's a decrease in the refinancing rate, but there's no effect on the prepayment rate. So it seems weird. It's like, well, wait a minute. If mortgage rates come down, then why wouldn't everybody refinance and take advantage of the lower rates? Well, some people have already refinanced when rates previously declined, and they're not wanting to refinance again because there's a fixed cost of going through with the refinancing, right? So there has to be enough of a decline for them to justify the cost and time involved in getting a refinancing. And then also, some people can't refinance no matter what the rate is. Maybe they have really low credit score, and so they're not able to take advantage of refinancing no matter how low the rate goes, okay? So here's an example. Let's say that we've got 100 residential mortgages. The refinancing rate happens to be 6%, and then the refinancing rate goes down to 4%, okay? So it goes from 6 to 4. 75 of the borrowers, right? 75 of these mortgages end up getting refinanced. Okay, so we had 100, and now 75 of them refinance. Maybe the other 25, maybe they have low credit, and so they said, well, we're not going to refinance. Okay, now the rate drops again. Now it drops again, and it goes to 3.75%. Okay, 3.75% is the refinance rate. Now, the 75 borrowers who already refinanced when it went from 6 to 4%, when it goes from 4 to 3.75%, they're not saving enough money. There's not enough cost savings there to justify going ahead with another refinancing, okay? So these 75, they already refinanced 4 to 3.75%. They're not going to refinance again, okay? The 25 who didn't refinance when it went from 6 to 4, they couldn't refinance. That's why they didn't take advantage of that. They got bad credit. So when it goes from 4 to 3.75, they're not refinancing either. So you have this weird scenario where basically the first time the rate comes down, when it goes from 6 to 4%, so there's a decrease in the interest rate, right? It goes from 6 to 4%, and there's an increase in the prepayment rate. However, the second time there's a rate drop, when it goes from 4 to 3.75%, even though interest rates came down, that did not increase the prepayment rate.